Hello and welcome to Newfoundland and Labrador Studies 2205. This is Unit 3, The Country Grows. I'm Miss Fleming, and of course I'm with you for this course. This is Section 2, Lesson 2, Video 1, on Building the Railway. Newfoundland was not the only place on a quest to build a railway during the 19th century. Much of North America was building the railway systems there at the time. With major developments in the steam engine, transportation became faster, more reliable, and less expensive. Rail brought raw materials, factories, laborers, and consumers together, thus making resources viable. So let's talk about the beginnings of the Newfoundland Railway. With the advancements and the need to access resources in the interior, the Newfoundland government decided to build a railway in 1878. The initial plan would be a 550-kilometre narrow-gauge railway from St. John's to Halls Bay. There wasn't unanimous support for the project. Some concerns were the following. People in Conception Bay feared some of their land may be confiscated to make way for the railway. Other citizens feared the cost, predicting that the railway would put a strain on the colony's finances. Some felt that the government should be concentrating on the problems of the fishery, rather than opening up industry in the interior. But ultimately, building the railway went ahead. Construction began in August of 1881 on the line in St. John's. However, the Newfoundland Railway Company went into receivership just as the line to Harbour Grace Junction, which is present-day Whitburn, was finished. This top image here is from the railway station in present-day Whitburn. The government built a branch line to Placentia and then contracted Robert Reed and George Middleton to continue construction to Halls Bay. This image here is of the railway station in Placentia. And at its peak, approximately 2,200 workers were employed in building the railway and the supporting structures. This bottom image is of the first steam engine that was delivered to the island. It was originally part of the Prince Edward Island Railway. It's hard to see in the image because it's so light, but it did still say Prince Edward Island Railway. In 1892, the government decided to reroute the line away from Halls Bay to make a more direct route over the Gaff Topsails to Grand Lake and the west coast. If you're unfamiliar with the Gaff Topsails, it is a plateau. It is notorious for high winds and heavy snow drifting, which we'll get to in the next video. The government then awarded Robert Reed a contract to build the line from the Exploits River to Port aux Basques. In 1897, the line reached Port aux Basques with the first trans-island trip leaving St. John's at 7:20 p.m. on June 29, 1898, and arrived in Port aux Basques the next day at 10:45 p.m. I love this last image here. It's of the inside of a car on the passenger train. It looks very comfortable. Okay, so now it's time to continue to the next video, but I'm going to ask you to make sure to take a break if you need one, have a stretch, rest your eyes, and I'll see you in a bit.